When people lose weight, especially when it involves noticeable fat reduction in the face, they often seem to glow up in ways that go beyond health metrics or tighter jeans. There's something striking about how shedding even a modest amount of facial fat can amplify a person's facial structure, making them appear more attractive, energized, and even more approachable. It's not vanity, it's biology, geometry, and a little bit of psychology, all working in their favor. One of the most immediate and visible changes that occurs with weight loss is enhanced facial definition. And let's be honest, there's a reason entire TikTok filters are devoted to contouring jawlines and carving cheekbones with virtual makeup. These sculpted features aren't just a trend, they tap into hardwired human preferences. Sharper jawlines and more pronounced cheekbones create contrast and visual structure, which the brain processes as clarity and symmetry. And symmetry, evolutionarily speaking, is often interpreted as a sign of health, good genetics, and reproductive fitness. Even if you're not out there trying to start a family, your brain is still quietly scanning for it. So when weight loss brings out that jawline you didn't even know you had, it's like Mother Nature just upgraded your headshot for free. There's also a funny kind of optical illusion at play. When the face slims down, the eyes tend to appear larger and more prominent, not because they've grown, of course, but because the softer tissue around them has retreated slightly, letting the natural contours of the eyes stand out. Bigger-looking eyes are associated with youthfulness and emotional warmth, which is why so many animated characters and social media filters crank them up to cartoon proportions. Combine that with a less puffy lower face, and you start to look not only younger, but also more expressive. People are more likely to read kindness or curiosity in your face when it's not obscured by inflammation or puffiness. Your natural expressiveness gets more room to shine. On top of this, skin tone and texture often improve with weight loss, not because losing fat is directly magic for your epidermis, but because people who are actively losing weight often clean up their diets, drink more water, and cut down on ultra-processed foods. All those green smoothies and water bottles start paying off. Less salt, less alcohol, fewer sugar crashes, suddenly you've got better circulation, less facial bloating, and fewer breakouts. It's not just that you look healthier, your skin is actually functioning more efficiently as an organ. Bonus points if weight loss came with more sleep and fewer late-night snack binges, since nothing saps your glow like staying up until 2 a.m. eating stale cereal out of the box. There's also an emotional and behavioral side to all of this. Confidence doesn't live in your chin, but once people start seeing positive changes in their appearance, they tend to carry themselves differently. There's a bit more lift in their posture, a little more sparkle in the eye, a smile that lingers a moment longer. It's hard to fake that kind of self-assurance, and other people pick up on it fast. When someone feels good in their skin, they stop hiding from cameras or hunching into hoodies. They make eye contact. They laugh more freely. And we perceive them as more attractive not just because of their bone structure, but because their energy feels magnetic. Even small details add up. When your face isn't weighed down by excess fat, your smile can look wider, your teeth more prominent, your lips a little fuller in proportion. These micro-adjustments create the sense of balance and refinement that makeup artists and portrait photographers try to engineer artificially. Weight loss, when done healthily, often does this automatically. It doesn't mean every skinny face is beautiful, nor that everyone should aim to shrink their features, but when someone's natural structure reemerges from behind the pillow face, it's like discovering the architecture beneath the fog. Of course, the real magic isn't just about what fat loss removes, it's about what it reveals. There's a person under there who's already interesting and likable, but now they're radiating the kind of vitality that turns heads. People don't suddenly become valuable after they lose weight, but the visibility of certain traits, confidence, clarity, symmetry, expressiveness, can become more obvious. So when someone's looking better than ever after dropping a few pounds, it's not just because they've become more attractive in a conventional sense. It's because they've peeled back a layer that was obscuring the version of themselves the world was meant to see all along.